Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Sunday. This is Devils After Dark. I'm in my reporter's
news reporter,
voice
Sam.
because I'm pissed. I told you. The ice sucks at MSG.
We never discussed a parrot coming on during the show. That's a new one. Okay, all right. Save a little surprise for the intro.
Trying to lighten up the room a little bit. That sucked.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah, it did.
Hate the shootouts when you lose, especially when you go. What was it, 7 rounds or so? I was like, maybe we'll pull. We're gonna lose. Oh my god! Bernier stopped it. Oh my god, we scored. The Rangers will score.
Yeah, you know what, Scotty? These things happen. But I thought the boys played pretty well. I mean, it really should be, a very positive. It's going to be a positive. The Damn It Devils recap. Which, we'll start.
No, it'll be
shortly.
Yeah, we'll go through. No, yeah, we'll go through. It was one that you wish they could have pulled off because I kind of feel they didn't play their best game throughout. I feel like there were some times that they did go to sleep a little bit there. But either way, yes, can't ring the victory Hell's Bells tonight. Only the point. So ring only one Hell's Bell. Okay. Just a Hell's Bell, Sam Wu. Because we did get a point in the end. So that is important, with it being a divisional game, but yes, for the first time this season, the Devils took on, their arch rival, the nemesis, the New York Rangers, and, Devils came out, a little sloppy there in the first 5 minutes, seemed to be leaving the Rangers alone in the slot. Mackenzie Blackwood played well. Rangers had a high shot total, but then, who was it? Mercer. That's right. It was Dawson Mercer again. Splits the defense with a nice pass up the middle to Jesper Bratt, who gets a nice quick wrister. I have it written down here between the 5-hole. See, I have my notes in the correct order tonight, Sam. We'll say I did that right. And PK, much to the chagrin of many there in Madison Square Garden, PK Subban came up with the secondary assist on that. But really just a great feed from Dawson Mercer right up the gut, and Bratt used his speed, which we did see later in the game as well. Going into the second period, man, we're gonna have to talk about some stuff, Sam Wu, because I saw some really good from Ryan Graves, but I saw some really frustrating giveaways from Damon Severson. And, he cleared the puck in the second period right to Adam Fox, who, for the first Rangers goal, put a pretty backhand past Mackenzie Blackwood. Can't really fault Mack Black on that one. I mean, it was top shelf. Hey, Adam Fox is pretty good there. What can we say? And unassisted, his 4th of the year. And then Lafreniere, later on in the period, he gets his 4th as well from Trouba. And who was talking about it? Didn't I tell you? I feel like De Niro in Goodfellas, when everyone starts buying the cars and the mink coats and everything like that, and everyone starts walking to the bar, he's like, what did you do? Take it back. So everybody had to talk about friggin' Kakko before, how he had no points. Well, he had himself a heck of a game tonight. That was his first point of the evening, assisting on the Lafreniere there for the Rangers' second. Okay, but I will say the Devils did try to respond. Graves, Nico had a good setup to Ryan's Graves, and oh boy, Georgiev. I always say it wrong. Georgiev. There we go. I had to say it a couple times. I was practicing before we started. Georgiev made a great save on Ryan Graves from the pretty feed from Nico Hischier. But then our boy Dougie Hamilton gets it done also with his fourth goal. Everyone in this period that scored, it was their fourth goal. Adam Fox, Lafreniere, and Dougie Hamilton from Jesper Bratt and Pavel Zacha. Nice little wrister on the power play as well. It didn't take too long. It was only, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. I can't really remember, but like it was very quick into that power play. Devils just, I think Cangelosi on the broadcast said the Devils didn't even get a chance to set up in that power play because Dougie just came up on the wing. Boom. There you go. Game tied, and you're feeling pretty good going into the third period. By the way, Mikey McLeod tonight, I think at one point he was 11 of 13 in the faceoff circle. Phenomenal game tonight in that sense from Michael McLeod. If you don't, and you may have saw it because Dano and Kanji pointed it out during the game in the OT. McLeod, taking the face off and then jumping off the ice real quick, and Pavel Zacha jumping on. I mean, I was just looking at some numbers. I was crunching a little numbers, not the crazy numbers, Sam Wu, because you know me. I don't do well with the math numbers. But looking at those face-offs, Nico and McLeod are really, really, really are two like top there. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But going into the third, what did I tell you? What did I tell you, Sam Wu? What? Who was making all the 0-point jokes? Huh? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? But wouldn't you know it? No, we weren't the only ones here. There's been a lot of people talking about it.
Graves, I know Ryan Graves lost an edge.
Yeah, I know.
Things happen.
And it happens, but I just knew it was going to happen tonight. I just knew because a lot of people were talking about it, how Kakko has been pointless, the old goose egg there. And, he was going to come through at some point, and he did tonight.
Well, he played inspired hockey. I mean, the Devils passed him up for Jack Hughes. Maybe that's what was his mindset. That's why he played.
I guess. Jack Hughes was always ranked a little bit high. Well, whatever. We won't get into that. I still think we made the 100% right decision there, and they were ranked. I feel as though they were ranked accordingly. But Kakko comes through with his first, crashing into Mackenzie Blackwood, by the way, who then had to leave for concussion protocol. Said he was a little woozy getting up, and the doctor made the call, and in comes Jonathan Bernier, and right then and there, I was like, oh, man. Bernier just coming in a hot game like this, big rival, but him coming in cold, it just seemed like the perfect recipe for, another quick Rangers goal or something like that. But I will tell you, Jonathan Bernier played damn well in relief. I think he had 8 or 9 saves there in the third. It was the third period that he came in, right? Yeah. So really backstopped the Devils there and did an awesome job. And we talked about it in the preseason and beforehand. 1A, 1B. Having Bernier back there makes a huge difference for someone to come in off the bench like that. So Bernier looks good. And then, wouldn't you know it, the line that I was looking forward to seeing, I knew it was going to happen at some point, but having Tatar up on the wing with Nico Hischier and Pavel Zacha, giving Nico that more established player to go along with him and Zacha, who's now coming into his own as a goal scorer. But Zacha gets his own rebound, and what a pretty play by Nico Hischier, passing it over to Tatar, who then kind of knuckle puck chips the puck over to Nico, which kind of goes like off of his leg. He might have almost butt pucked it. He almost redeemed butt pucked it almost, Sam, and it went right to Pavel Zacha, who got a shot on it. And the first shot didn't have, I hate mustard. So I'll say it didn't have all the balsamic glaze on it, and then boom, he gets his rebound and he slams it home to tie the game. That is his seventh of the year already for Pavel Zacha. Nico Hischier, his 7th assist. So we see Nico starting to rack up the assist We're going to see those goals go up too, but they will come. And Tatar, that's his sixth, or no, his fifth. I'm sorry. This print is so small on the NHL app, but his fifth right there. And then, we get into overtime, and wow, Sam Wu, I will tell you. Bernier, big save. Oh, yeah. Ryan Graves. By the way, I want to say this in the third period. There was a scramble in front of the net, and I saw Ryan Graves do like this shimmy, kind of like around Bernier, and just like almost, like basketball, like boxing someone out. But like nobody was getting past that leg spread there where he was, and he just created this shield right around Bernier. It was one of the more impressive things that I had to say. Nico had a lot of really nice back checks, by the way. Bernier had a big glove save on a scramble. And then in the OT, man, Sam Wu, it seemed like the Rangers had possession for, it seemed like 2 minutes. I don't know. I know it wasn't that long, but it was a good long time. We finally get it. Damon Severson gets it and immediately tries to make an end-to-end pass, which just gets intercepted by the Rangers and gives the possession right back. I almost threw my notebook, and then he did the same thing a little later on after Bratt, by the way, just for Bratt, shot out of the cannon in OT on that breakaway. He got stopped, but that speed is deadly. Just right down the ice there. But Damon Severson, again, he gave it away. I just would like to see him a little bit more careful with the puck there, especially on those 3-on-3 situations where teams can get into those controlling, moments there where you have possession for really long extended periods of time because you can kind of play keep away. And that is it. Just popped right into my head here. That was it because we were actually doing that to the Rangers and we had them pinned in for a while. And then all of a sudden we got trapped near the end of OT because that's when Severson had his second giveaway there. And then all of a sudden him and Sharon Govich got caught on the ice for a really long shift, which resulted in a lot of scoring chances for the Rangers. Again, Jonathan Bernier coming in and playing outstanding. We go through the old shootout where, wouldn't you know it, much to my chagrin, again, Lindy knows better than I because he's got Damon Severson out there first, and wouldn't you know it, he puts it. Oh no, he missed. That's right. He missed.
Oh, he missed badly.
He missed badly. Zibanejad was a save. Bratt had a nice, beautiful goal. Kakko then again comes back and gets his third. Well, that doesn't count as any points or anything, but it's still big. Dougie Hamilton then, nice wrister, puts it home.
Just barely getting over that line.
Yeah,
Dougie Hamilton.
Oh, that's right. The Hamilton one was the one that trickled right by there. Yeah, that was great. Lafreniere was the save. Oh, that's right. Andreas, don't call me. Former Houston wide receiver Andre Janssen. Sam Wu, can you tell me about him taking the puck and going straight up the middle?
Straight up the middle. Shoots. Scores. Will they get the 2-point conversion? It goes the other way. Who was shooting for the Rangers? I forgot. Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. Oh, it was Kreider. Oh, no. It was, who had that one? Rooney? Was it Rooney that scored? No, Rooney didn't. Someone from the Rangers scored.
Yeah.
And it's all tied up again.
And no 2-point conversion for Andre Johnson.
No 2-point. No. But he did. Andres, don't call me, former wide receiver from the Houston Texans, Andre Janssen, went blasting straight up the middle, had a nice, pretty move, and he buried it. He didn't waste any time. He just buried it behind Georgiev. Oh, my God. Georgiev. I say his name wrong every single time. And I swear to everybody, I was literally practicing it during the game, trying to just mimic Angela, just saying it over and over again because I'm like, I'm going to screw this guy's. I can say
Hey,
Shesterkin,
you know what?
like, no problem. But for some
if
reason,
I were you,
I have it written out phonetically here, like, as well. Like, I swear, I don't know why, I just could not pronounce that dude's name.
Scotty, I'm going to ease the pressure on you. Think like an ESPN announcer and just say whatever comes to your mind and run with it.
Yes, well, Jesper Bratwurst had a great game tonight for the Devils. But no, Zacha, there was a save, and then Kreider, he got that last one in. So Kakko got the first star of the game. Adam Fox had the second. Pavel Zacha with the third. Shots on goal. Don't like to see this trend recently. Devils getting outshot pretty handily. Rangers 41, 11, 15, 10, 5 in OT. Like I said, the Rangers had a long period of time where they had control of the puck there. Devils 10, 7, 9, only one shot in OT for a total of 27. Face-offs, the Rangers had the slight edge. It's like 50% to 49%, a little decimal off there. Power plays, Devils were 1 for 1 with Dougie Hamilton coming in and scoring. And the Rangers, even though was it the first goal or the second goal, was right at the end of a penalty kill for the Devils. So they did go, they kept the Rangers off the score sheet in special teams. The Rangers were 0 for 2 technically, but their goal did come maybe 3 or 4 seconds after the penalty expired. So hits, Rangers out hit the Devils 22 to 15, 19 blocks to 11 for the Rangers. Devils 14 giveaways. Like I said, those ones in OT. Severson, oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just on. Maybe I jumped on the the fan favorite Damon Severson train there for like you, Sam Wu. Putting them, leaving them exposed during the expansion draft.
I think we all have a volatile relationship.
I love
Damon Severson
with Damon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal against him. I'm sure he's a fine young man. I'm sure he's a good guy in the locker room.
Oh, of course.
But
I'm sure. Oh, 100%. Wouldn't have kept him around this long if he wasn't.
But I'm telling you, Nathan Bastian would have been nice to have out there tonight.
Well, we'll talk about Mason Gearston being in the lineup.
Yep.
I thought he did. He didn't do anything wrong. That's for sure. He didn't take any penalties. They had a couple.
He wasn't
a
liability. And I
was not a liability.
His presence was there.
Was definitely there. Yeah, they had a couple of nice shifts there. The fourth line in the third period. I was actually surprised that Lindy had them out there. So good for them. Like we said, not being the liability. Really nothing on the penalty side. Just 2 minors for the Devils, just 1 for the Rangers. So, it was really kind of a clean game. There was some hard hits, but nothing, nothing dirty or anything like that. There was no fisticuffs. Ryan Reeves wasn't chasing PK Subban around. Everybody was just booing him. So whatever, that was all fine. It was a hard-fought game. Devils fall short in the shootout, though. I think they were a little lucky tonight because I didn't think they played their best game at times. They started really slow. There did seem points in the game where they kind of shut off a little bit, and they did bounce back. I'll credit them that, because I was a little worried there. Once the Rangers went up those 2 goals in a row there in the second, I was like, oh man, and then that big save on Ryan Graves, Georgiev, I tried it again. He made on Ryan Graves because it was a pretty feed from Nico. And it was just after that goal, too, from the Rangers. So you could really see the Devils trying to answer back. And you're thinking, man, is that just going to give the Rangers a whole bunch of momentum? But they eventually did come back, getting that penalty. Dougie Hamilton, dude's a difference maker. And by the way, saw a lot of Adam Fox on Dawson Mercer tonight, which should tell you what teams around the league are starting to think of Dawson Mercer.
Yeah. They're respecting that he's a great player. Several things, Scotty. Just observations.
Yeah, what say you, Sam Wu, about the game?
I'll get to the comments. But I see Matt Bassey talking some smack.
You
talking some smack about the Devils losing 5 straight to the Rangers. Matt Banky is a Rangers fan and all that, but I have to ask you.
Oh boy!
I have to ask you.
See what you did with the Kako? What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I have to ask
Please tell me you've seen Goodfellas, at least. You've seen Goodfellas, right?
I've seen it, but I don't want to talk about that guy. All right? I don't want to talk about that guy. One thing I want to talk about, I noticed, and I talked about this on Game Day Live. When are they going to knock down Madison Square Garden? That ice was terrible tonight. That is not NHL standard ice. It's, when are they going to knock down the building? Isn't it supposed to be a train station in a couple of years? Aren't the Rangers going to rent out the Meadowlands or Continental or whatever they call it now, the Izod Arena for a few years?
Is that what's happening?
That's
really?
the rumors. Yeah. What are, or go to Nassau Coliseum? I don't know. When are you going to knock down that building? Because that ice was terrible. And when PK
the Islanders won't be in Brooklyn anymore, so they could just go over there.
Yeah, so when PK, again, another incident where another guy gets hurt, and
that's right, the skate that didn't seem like the other things though.
No, I did a skate get caught on the ice?
Yeah, it looked like their skates hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going in. There was no tripping. Because I was like, oh boy, because MSG Plus was not showing the replay very quickly afterwards. And I'm like, oh boy. Oh, PK, please. Don't say you did something again.
And the puck the ice was bad. It was just really bad. And it's like, all right, whatever. Both teams have to play on the same ice, whatever. But,
I will let everyone say Sam Wu was mentioning that plenty of times in our little chat there. He was like, when Sam Wu goes old man, when he starts talking about all those things, he's like, in my day, this is how we played hockey. He's like, in my day, they didn't let you play on ice like this. There were professionals that took care of the ice and don't let NHL caliber players play on ice like this.
I thought the Rangers, played their A game, tonight. I thought the Devils, to be honest with you, Jonathan Bernier.
I was a little tired at first.
Dougie Hamilton.
Dougie was great.
Those acquisitions helped us get that point tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, a power play goal, Dougie Hamilton, I thought he played pretty good tonight. Bernier coming in cold. But you had a veteran goaltender back there, calm things down, got it to overtime. You get that point. He did. So, I think
you wanted to win. You wanted to win because it's the Rangers. They got the point. That was once they went down 3-2, I just like, oof. And then Mack Black goes out because it wasn't right away. He played for a little bit after the goal. And then I believe Erica said that he looked a little wobbly, and the doctor was just like, whoop, off the ice. So that's even something different, too, because Bernier is not even really probably expecting that at all. You know, when you're not starting and you see the other goaltender, it's just not his night or whatever. He gives up, 4 in a period or something like that. You're getting prepared mentally to just like, okay, at that point, what was it, 10, 12, whatever it was left in the game there. I don't think you're really like thinking at all that you're going to get in there at that point, So to be able to snap in there, go out and perform.
And overtime.
Look what we said, 5 shots for the Rangers in OT, only 1 for the Devils. They didn't have their best game, but that should also say something. They didn't have their best game, but they still found a way to get it to OT and really have a chance to win this game. And they should have won. But I think this is one that they're going to need to remember, because this is a team, a lot of people's, they're on the, it's crazy to think also the Rangers are in a weird state because Panarin is, they're getting a little bit older in that sense, but they have some really young guys. So we'll see like where they go. But the Devils, I think, are in a really good shape right now. And they're gonna remember this, and they're gonna remember that they have to put these teams away, even when they don't have their A game, and they're struggling at times a little bit. They still have the firepower, they still have the talent, and they still have the drive to go out there and they can get it done.
Matt Banky says, Ice has never been good at MSG. Shouldn't be surprised, Sam. Well, this is my point. The game has changed in the last 50 years. It's more speed and skill right now. That ice has never changed since the 70s, since the building began. So all I'm saying, Matt Banky, is don't cry to me when one of your star players blows out a knee because that ice is so bad. Because right now the game is so fast with skill that the reason why sometimes I thought the game was a little boring, Scotty, is because the players were having such a tough time skating, trying to, hold themselves up and trying to protect themselves. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, and it just
was there anything going on at MSG the night before? Was it like a concert or something like that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
because if it's a basketball game, they usually, just put the court over the ice. But if it's a concert, they might have like removed the ice, which would be probably give it that, which could also be why it was a late Sunday game.
I'm not saying Prudential Center is like the best ice on earth. I mean,
I'm just saying it was a Saturday night. Yeah. It was a Saturday night. They could have had a concert in there. I don't know if the Knicks played. Yeah. You guys would have to tell me. But they could have a concert there, and then
Billy
that's
Joel.
why they had the late.
I have no idea.
It could be. I mean,
it could be.
Dude, he plays there so many times. So, but either way, it's just something that we did see, especially with our team, where speed is such an asset. Obviously, being able to control yourself on the ice. Obviously, and yes, both teams are out there. We get it, but it's just a observation of what's going on and where some struggles come from for certain teams. And it will. There were a lot of wipeouts tonight too. Dano actually even mentioned it too. He's like, "Wow." It's like two people from two different teams just fell down on the same shift. Like he made a couple. He made a couple comments about it as well. So, that was an issue. Not the reason why the Devils didn't win. They had their opportunities. They just didn't. They couldn't wrap it up. They got there into the shootout. But I think this is something that they really need to stick with them for the next time they play the Rangers, especially the Rangers. They now see what the hype is all about when the Devils and Rangers play. You want to finish it off next time. And these points are huge. And I'm glad we got the one, but it would be nice to have that too. And the Rangers only get the one. Divisional.
Yeah.
Nice to be have two, and the Rangers have none. And has everyone been doing the Luke Hughes call? Luke. Keep doing it, or else Damon's going to start making these plays. All right, he needs to hear the chants in the background.
Well, Luke Hughes is doing very, very well at Michigan
he's doing very well.
Yeah, I'm seeing the highlights, some of the retweets, some of the highlights on Twitter. They're great.
Follow the Utica comments and go watch the old Michigan Wolverines. They are both fun watches.
10-0-0. 10-0-0.
Utica comments. And what's Nico Dawes? He just won another. What is he, 6-0 or something like that? I think
6-7-0. He's on fire. I mean,
Utica comments.
All
right, Sam. What's everybody saying
on Wednesday?
That's right.
Yep.
What's everyone saying?
You go first. Why don't you do Facebook Live? I'll look at YouTube Live. Some of these comments.
Luke, Mike Ruff, Luke. Just keep saying that so Damon Severson hears it. So he doesn't give away the puck twice in overtime. Let's see here. Reeves with a dive in the Reeves with a time in the preseason. Hopefully Blackwood is not out for long. Yes, we have to see what's going on with Mack Black. It was the concussion protocol, like we heard. And this is also now Scott Wedgwood was claimed off waivers by the old Arizona Coyotes. So he is no longer around. So probably going to see Nico come back up.
Maybe Nico Dawes. You don't know.
Maybe Nico Dawes back again. We'll see. Trade him to Vancouver for Quinn. Damon for Quinn, straight up. Oh, boy. I love those. Those are my favorite trade suggestions. Michigan. Yes, Adam. Michigan is doing good. Don't sleep against Corbin Bulani. Hey, yo, he's a Bulani. Hey, yo, wait. He says, don't sleep on Ottawa Tuesday. They are playing decent. Again, Ottawa has been right down at the bottom of the barrel with us the past couple of years. And just like us, they have a lot of good young talent too. So, yeah, it's going to be – I'm expecting a tough game from Ottawa on Tuesday. I don't think they're just going to roll over. Mike here, getting points when you aren't playing well is always good. It's true. It's true. I'm very glad the Devils at least got a point out of this. I did feel, I don't know, just from the get-go, it just felt like they didn't have their full step tonight. Those first 5 minutes were really sloppy, especially defensively. Yeah. They were leaving dudes wide open in the slot. Mack Black was standing on his head there until about maybe like 12 minutes into the first. And then, I think it was Nico had a nice play or Mercer to turn it around. But yeah, too much in the slot. That's what I have right here. Mack Black, big first period. That was my note for him. And they looked really bad there at first. Those things, like I said, I don't think they should. They got to keep this game in their back pocket because they didn't play well enough to win, but they still came out with a chance to. So figure out where you went wrong, and correct those mistakes, and we move forward. That's what we do here. This is better than a loss. Not the win we wanted, of course. The friggin' Rangers are the Rangers. Yeah, all right, whatever. We'll get them back next time. Shootout, no shootout. We're not even going to take it to a shootout next time, all right? We're going to be on the game from the go. What do we always say, Samu? 60 minutes, right?
60
full
minutes.
4 lines,
60
full
minutes.
60 minutes, and finish him. That's what they need.
Scotty, I'm going to say this. Chico and I talked about this on Tuesday night before the 4-game set started, before the Panthers game. He asked the question to the crowd, at Taj, and asked me, what, aside from 4-0, what would make you satisfied for the next 4 games? How many points the Devils get? The Devils got 4 solid points and a shootout loss point. 5 out of 8.
That 5 out of 8. That's pretty good.
5 out of 8.
I'll take that.
Very respectable.
5 out of 8 against Islanders, Boston. We won't count the Rangers. Who am I missing in between there? Who did we play? Why am I getting
Islanders,
why can't I think of it?
Panthers, and then the
Panthers.
They didn't get anything from the Bruins.
That's right. Yeah. Panthers, Islanders, Bruins. Hello. That's top teams in the league right there, especially the Bruins and the Islanders. And we talked about
step in the right direction.
Who was making fun of me the other day? Playoffs. You're talking about playoffs? I said they're playoff teams, and look how we played against them. We definitely played up to our competition. So now we kind of played down to it a little bit. They didn't come out with that ball of fire, and they should have. Rangers game like that, come on. Devils, Rangers, that's all you should need. So hopefully next time they're going to come out and they're going to strike early and often.
Yeah.
Because they got the ability. I like some of these lines tonight. I like seeing Tatar with Nico and Pavel Zacha. Like we said, saw a lot of Adam Fox and Dawson Mercer, which should then open Nico up for a lot more. Just wait till Jack Hughes comes back. I think also I'm going to start asking for Sharon Govich to be benched because that's what I did last year. And he started lighting everything up. So I think I'm going to do just like I did last year and say, I don't understand what's going on with Lindy. He's keeping Sharangovich in there. I don't know what's going on. So that's what I'm going to do. And then hopefully he goes out and scores like 19 goals.
He looks lost out there. I'll be honest. He doesn't look confident. He's obviously slumping.
That's right. Didn't he have one? Did I write that down? Where was it? Yes. Right there in the third. Sharangovich shoots it right into Georgiev on a pretty cross-ice pass from Dougie Hamilton. Man, he had a wide open net there, and he just shot it like right into his chest. That was one where it's just, whoa, Igor, so close. Like, it was a pretty feed. I don't know if anyone can remember the pass I'm talking about in the third period there from Dougie Hamilton. Right across. I mean, it was right on the tape there, and he just shot it right in to Georgiev. Whatever the hell. Oh, man. Georgiev. Yeah, I said it right. Georgiev. Georgiev. Iev.
Just call him George.
Whatever. George. Oh, Costanza. Costanza came across and ruined everything. He ran over Bette Midler and all hell broke loose.
Well, Scotty, it wasn't that bad of a, the damn it Devils recap, but it wasn't bad.
No, they fought through and they persevered.
5 out of 8
they got
points.
Themselves a point.
It's not bad. It really
not
is
bad.
Very respectable. But they could do a lot
and this
better.
was a back and back. It was an odd back and back with a 1 p.m. start on Saturday and then a 7 p.m. start on Sunday. So a little bit of an odd one there, but it's now done and in the books, and we're moving on to next week. Who said that about Ottawa? I can't remember. Someone said don't take them lightly. And, this is going to be a tough team. It's going to be a good test for them. Lots of speed. They're going to get thrown at them. So are they on the road or are they home? What's going on, Sam Wu?
No, they're at home. They're at home.
They're at home. And then they go on the road down to the big FLA. And if I know a little something that I do know, so spoiler alert, Sam Wu will be leaving and driving down shortly after the next game. And then he'll be on his way to Florida for the Panthers game from our good friend Andrew's Bar on the Gold Coast, right? Is that what it's called?
He's on Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Looking forward to that.
And then he's going to be at the old Tampa Bay Lightning Arena. The something?
Amalie Arena.
The Amalie Arena, the Thunder Alley, the Thunderdome. Sorry, I forgot the name of that one too.
We'll be live.
We'll be live from the arena for Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. And so if you're going there, find Sam Wu. I mean, look at that attractiveness. I mean, there's no way you cannot walk into. I mean, even like in a big parking lot like that, that face. I mean, you can't miss it. Yeah, I mean, if he's got a parrot with you, oh, sweet Ozzy, help us. That means we had a rough week with the old New Jersey Hockey Devils. So let's hope he doesn't have the parrot there, but go find Sam Wu for a good old Game Day Live before the Florida Panthers game and Cocoa Beach, and then over there at the arena there in Tampa Bay. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So I'll be traveling, so I won't be at Taj Lounge 973 for pregame, but we will still have Game Day Live. We'll be doing it remotely. So
from the
just
road.
To let everybody know.
On the road again with Sam Wu on the road again.
Now Wednesday, I can't announce our guest. We got a big guest on Wednesday. State of the Fan address.
There's a big guest.
Nick's been working on it.
Big guest. Big. Probably the biggest one. One of the biggest ones, I would think, that you guys have ever had, probably.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's
a
a big big time guest, big
Yes.
guest, but you can only listen and hear it on the State of the Fran address, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday
Wednesday.
night. Then Thursday,
That's
we'll
Wednesday.
report at Andrew's Backyard Rink. Then
Yes.
Game Day Live
Cocoa Beach
at the Sandbar Sports and Grill
Mm-hmm.
at Cocoa Beach. And
what's it called again? The Sandbar.
Sandbar.
The Sandbar.
Sports.
I think Gold Coast. I don't know why I thought Gold Coast. I don't know. Cocoa Beach, the Sandbar.
Maybe it's an Aussie thing. I don't know. Isn't it Gold Coast, Australia?
Yes, there is. Yes, You're very true. It's been a while since I lived in Australia. I can't really, claim that one.
And then we'll do Devils After Dark at the bar. It's karaoke night that night. So
Ooh,
I'll be doing a little singing.
Even better.
I'll be doing a little
All right.
singing.
So do we get to request the songs that you sing?
Sure.
Oh.
If you know the Rangers suck, clap your hands.
Oh, no. I got some other good ones that I'm thinking of that we can have you sing, Sam Wu. Oh.
Okay.
Oh. We're going to have us a good time.
Tony P. flying elbow to Mack Black. I'm just reading the comments. People are pissed about that. I'm pissed, but I think that's just one of those. I mean, I'm glad the Devils aren't crying about it like Ryan Reeves was crying about PK Subban.
It did look. I mean, it didn't look really anything like. I don't know. I didn't like it obviously as a Devils fan, but I mean, Kako did skate by and everything like that. So I don't
think it was a premeditated hit. Let's put it that way.
No. I don't. Yeah, you don't like it as a fan, but you would be fine with it if it was your guy doing it. You would. And that's
of course.
That's just what it is. And it's just and he scored too. Which sucks. But we'll see how Mac. We'll see how Mack Black is. Maybe he just got his bell rung, and then that's okay, and then he's going to bounce back. So let's get him checked out. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. All right, Scott. Well,
are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done. We're at the 45-minute mark.
Oh wow!
Flew by.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay,
flew by. Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to Devils After Dark here on a Sunday night. Wish we had a happier show, but maybe we will on Tuesday. We get right back at it. We got Monday off, and then Tuesday night, Ottawa Senators. We'll be back here. Game Day Live, Devils After Dark. We want you to share your feedback and your thoughts on the team. Hit us up, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and then it's Sam Wu on the road again. He's going down to Florida on the road again. He's driving in his van. He'll get there when he can. He's on the road again. That's it. I'm
Thanks
done.
Everybody for thanks everybody for tuning in. Devils After Dark. We'll see you next time. Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
I'm off my
News
game
reporter
now.
Sam. Come on, news reporter Sam. This has been the David Devils Recap on Devils After Dark for Primetime Studio Radio. This is Sam Wu.
Till next time, let's go Devils.